What's going on, YouTube? I'm back again with another special video for y'all, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into it. All right. Now, this is going to be the exact step-by-step blueprint, the roadmap for you to get an 800 credit score so you can leverage it for funding, to get a car, to get a house. Even though you don't need an 800 credit score to get a house and a fund, you don't need an 800 credit score to do these things. But a lot of people like seeing that pretty number right there. Once you hit the 800 club, you're like, dang, I finally made it. All right, now this is going to be the roadmap, the blueprint, the step-by-step guide, man. Right, so if you're ready for this, like I said, make sure to subscribe to the family, man. I love seeing, y'all watching my videos and y'all in the comments and everything like that, because I do this for y'all, right? I do this for y'all to give free value to y'all and everything, all right? So what do you do first? You like, look, Elijah, I'm trying to get an 800 credit score. What do I need to do? Okay, this is what you need to do. First things first, you need to check your credit report. You need to see what's on your credit report to see what's going on. See if you got negative items on your credit report. That's the first thing, okay? Now, I always tell people, get a 3B credit report, right? I always recommend SMARTCREDIT, okay? You want SMARTCREDIT because if you have negative items, you'll be able to see an account, right? That's on your credit report that's negative. You'll be able to see how it's reported on Equifax, TransUnion, Experience, side by side, right? For y'all that know credit repair, this is a major thing because the FCRA states that it has to be maximum possible accuracy on your credit report. So with you knowing that, if you can see it side by side, right, screenshot your negative items and then upload them to ChatGPT. ChatGPT can literally spit you out a letter with the inaccuracies on there, right? And then all you gotta do is send it in certified mail. All right, that's the first step. But if you need like 3B report, like SMARTCREDIT, just check the link in the description. I'll put it there. All right, order your SMARTCREDIT reports if you need repair. All right, now needing repair consists of collections, charge-off, evictions, bankruptcies, inquiries, all the negative stuff or the negative impact that's on your credit report. You cannot get to know 800 credit score if you owe 10 people, right? Like, that's the reason why a lot of y'all scores is lower, because your credit report indicates that you owe somebody, okay? Because all credit is trustworthiness with money, all right? Well, how's your ability to pay people back? Can you be trusted or not? That's basically what your credit report shows you in a nutshell. All right, so start cleaning up the negative items, okay? That's the first thing that y'all need to do, okay? Use the FCRA and the FDCPA for collections and things of that nature. That's the first thing, all right? The second thing is this, and people often overlook this second thing. So don't be this person that overlooks this stuff, okay? Now, the second thing is that you want to make sure that you have a properly built out profile, okay? A properly built out profile. Why do you need a properly built out profile? Let me ask you a question. Let me give you a scenario, all right? Let's say that you had to lend money out, right? With your highest possibility of getting the money back in return, because you're lending it out. You lend it out, you want to get it back, okay? It's two people that you can lend the money to. You got person A, person B. Person A, you see, based on their history, their track record, that they've paid only 3 people on time every single month, right? Now, you got person B, they paid 20 people on time every single month, right? With your highest probability of getting the money back, who are you lending the money to, right? Who are you lending the money to? You gotta think about this. Who are you lending the money to? And I'm about to show y'all how the banks think. Who are you lending the money to? All right. For y'all that's in your head thinking B, you are correct. That's how the banks think, okay? The banks want to see you building history with other banks, right? And you pay them back on time in order to trust you. If you have 3 accounts in your credit profile, quote unquote, you're paying 3 people on time every single month, that's cool, but it doesn't show enough data, it doesn't show enough history that the bank really needs to actually trust you, all right? So that's how the banks think. The more accounts you have in your credit profile, the more trustworthy you look. Remember, credit is a trustworthy game. It's not about your score. That person A with 3 accounts is paying 3 people on time every single month. They can have a 720. They can literally have a 720. But the bank is not going to trust them as much as somebody with 15, 20 plus accounts, right? Proving that they can pay them on time. All right, and that person might have a 680, right? They'll take that 680 with 20 accounts, 15 accounts, over that 720 with 3 accounts every single day of the week because of the track record. So you need to build your credit out, okay? If you need credit builders, check the link in the description. I'm gonna put credit builders there for y'all that you can start adding to your credit profile. All you gotta do is click the link, click on which one you want, hit apply now, boom, it's gonna take you to the site so you can start adding it to your credit, okay? It's simple, but you want to start building your credit out. Now, a lot of y'all, you probably thinking like, dang, you got your credit score start with a 3, 4, 5, right? How you gonna be building your credit? The accounts that I put in the description, they don't pull your credit, right? They're specifically designed for people with bad credit, no credit, fair credit, things of that nature. So those are the accounts that you're gonna have to build with while you're repairing, right? But you want to get to 10 plus accounts on your credit profile. 10 plus accounts on your credit profile. All right, now that does not mean rush. If you have 3 accounts, that do not mean rush to get 7 accounts tomorrow. That's not what that means. That means you want to slowly but surely build your credit out. Okay, because you want to make sure that this stuff is paid on time. It don't make no sense if you can't pay the stuff on time. Now, if you can pay 7 accounts on time, you just add 7 in. Add as many as you can afford to pay on, because remember, these accounts have to stay positive. You don't want to go backwards, add 7 accounts, 3 of them go negative, now you need credit repair again. So make sure you're just being responsible with these things. All right. That's essentially the roadmap. Now, 800 credit score, depending on how old you are, you might need some trade lines. Okay, because in order to get an 800 credit score, you're going to need some age on your credit profile. Most people that I see with 800 credit score are at least 40, 45, 50, right? Because they've been doing this for a long time. They've been having their accounts for a long time, okay? If you, my age, like 25, early 20s, going into your 30s or something like that, like, you probably aren't going to have a lot of credit age, especially if you just start building your credit out. So you can get something called an authorized user trade line. Authorized user trade line allows you to piggyback off of somebody else's credit card, basically. It allows you to piggyback off somebody else's primary trade line, primary credit card. All right, and maybe that person is 50 or something like that, and they've had a credit card for a while, right? So you get to leech off of their data, okay? But don't get this mistaken. Your primary accounts hold more weight than authorized users, because basically you just leeching off somebody else, right? If it's their authorized user, you just leeching off somebody else. So that's something that you don't want to solely rely on, okay? But essentially, that's really what y'all need to do. Also, another thing that you need to do, any credit cards that you have, make sure that it's less than 10%. Less than 10% at the time of the statement date. So whenever it reports your credit, make sure it's less than 10%, okay? That's basically the blueprint. Make sure you build your credit out. Actually, first, repair your credit, build it out, make sure everything is paid on time. You can get some trade lines, right? If you need access to trade lines, just hit me up on Instagram, cgc.ep, right? It's gonna be somewhere right here. cgc.ep, hit me up on Instagram. I give you access to trade lines that are a better price than all the other ones, right? And I can have them on there longer for you, okay? So get trade lines, and just make sure you're consistent with paying your stuff on time. All right, that is the blueprint to an 800 credit score. It's not rocket science, it's not hard, right? You just need to know how the credit algorithm works and how the banks think, right? That's all, okay? But yeah, thank y'all for watching this video, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We on the way to 4K subs. You know, we gonna hit that 10K soon, that 100K soon. I got 100K plaque up here somewhere, right? But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Send this video out, share it to somebody that need help with their credit, right? I got a whole bunch of videos on this channel, as y'all know, that's going to really help you out, you know, in the credit game. When you're trying to repair, when you're trying to build out, when you're trying to leverage, right? When you're trying to start a business, right? If you want me to start making like business content too as well, just let me know. I can show y'all, you know, how I get these things. You know, digital businesses, things of that nature, investing in business, stocks, stuff like that, right? But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.